very kind of you to come here. I need to say something else. Oh, right, well, look at that, there you go. Has that made your day?
Yes.
Now, be honest, do you love him or do you love his burgers?
I love his burgers, but I came here and it's closed.
What's your name?
My name is Chris.
What do you do, Chris?
I'm a travel agent here in Long Beach,
A
California.
travel agent. Hello to all the travel agents. We love you. Chris, you may love Guy, but you're holding my hand. Oh, I've just thought, hold on, didn't they bring me... This is on the script, I know. Yes, I was supposed to have a burger, but I didn't have time. Look, it was my burger. Chris, Guy made this himself. Turn around, look, face the audience. Guy made this himself. He did. So you can have that, and thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's cold, don't complain, go away. Just go and eat it. I'm getting on my nerves now. That was my lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of very special things to do. We have a lot of tradition as well. And one of the traditions is that in a few moments, this very beautiful and talented lady is going to sing a song which will need no introduction. But I do want to... Carnival's mantra is, of course, fun. And you need somebody at the top who absolutely shows that they too believe in fun. And nobody believes it more than the lady it's an honor for me to introduce you to. As I mentioned to you earlier, she's the one that invited all of you here. That alone should give her a huge round of applause. And I mentioned earlier, she's paying for the drinks and the food, and if you give her a real big round of applause, she mentioned she may even open the casino for free as well. No, she won't do that. No, she won't do that. But what she will do is proudly tell you why we are so proud of this ship. Without further ado, please put your hands together and give a big cheer as well for our President, Christine Duffy.
Thank you, John. John, I just wanted to make one small correction about your lunch that you said you didn't eat.
Oh.
I did see you eating a burger earlier. I just wanted to...
That was dessert.
Okay, you have to count everything. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is amazing to see so many people here in beautiful Southern California. Welcome to our naming ceremony for the beautiful new Carnival Panorama. This is the 27th ship in our fleet and the third and final ship in what has been an extremely popular Vista class. We are making history today as Carnival Panorama is the first new ship which will home port year-round on the West Coast in nearly 25 years. As you can imagine, we've had an exciting year getting ready for today. We literally took the West Coast by land, by air, and by sea. We kicked off the new year with our first ever float in the Tournament of Roses Parade, which featured Sky Zone, our first trampoline park at sea. Our float was joined by our Carnival airship that spent several weeks here on the West Coast to promote the arrival of Panorama. And now with the arrival 1 year later, we are excited that the airship is joining us again today, and she'll be on another tour of Southern California. Most of all, we are very happy to home port this beautiful new ship here in Long Beach, joining its sisters, Carnival Inspiration and Carnival Imagination, sailing year-round. Carnival Panorama brings not only a new class of ship here to the West Coast, but also many new features. We've got the first ever Sky Zone trampoline park at sea, and we know that guests of all ages are going to love this high-flying new experience. The debut of Carnival Kitchen, an interactive studio where our guests will be able to enjoy a hands-on culinary experience led by our very talented master chefs. We're offering an array of cooking classes, workshops, and demonstrations inspired by a variety of international cuisines. But most meaningful to me is the introduction of the Heroes Tribute Bar, a special carnival salute to the women and men of the military. I like to say that Carnival Cruise Line is America's cruise line, and we carry more military members than any cruise line. Every sailing on Carnival includes a special military tribute that brings together active and veteran military members and their families. Our new feature extends this recognition with a dedicated space where all of our guests can gather and celebrate those who serve or those who have served our country. A portion of the proceeds from this venue will go to support our longtime partner, Operation Homefront, an organization dedicated to assisting military families. And I am so pleased that my good friend, John Prey, President and CEO of Operation Homefront, a former leader of the USO and retired Brigadier General of the United States Air Force, is with us today. John, please stand up and take a lead. And I'd also like to recognize someone else that's very special to me and to the Carnival Corporation family. And that is retired Vice Admiral Bill Burke, who is Carnival Corporation's Chief Maritime Officer who served in the United States Navy. Bill, where are you? Now, of course, Panorama has the features of her sister Vista-class ships that our guests love, more than 20 dining experiences, lots of great shopping, even some new retail I've seen, sky ride and a great water park, a relaxing spa, special Havana-themed staterooms, as well as our family harbor area designed just for families. But most of all, Carnival Panorama has what every Carnival ship has, an amazing crew that I do love dearly. And on this ship, 1,487 crew members. Our crew, representing 70 nationalities, are dedicated to making sure that each one of our guests has a fabulous, fun, and memorable vacation. So welcome aboard. I realize you probably have not yet had a lot of time to explore, but I hope you will take some time to walk around this evening so you can experience and enjoy everything that we have on this beautiful ship. Now, before I continue, I would like to acknowledge some other very special people who are with us today. Of course, Carnival Corporation's Chairman, Mickey Arison, and his wife, Madeline. Arnold Donald, President and CEO of Carnival Corporation. And my good friend, Jan Schwartz, President of our sister brand, Princess Cruises, who also just delivered a brand new ship last weekend in beautiful Sky Princess in Fort Lauderdale. Jan, I think we've got our geography crossed because I'm in LA where Princess is based and you're in South Florida where Carnival is, but just goes to show we're everywhere. Now, a big shout out, of course, to all of the shoreside team members who I work with every day, side by side, along with our shipboard team. And of course, I have to acknowledge someone very special to Carnival who could not be here with us today, and that is our CFO, Chief Fun Officer, Shaq O'Neill. Shaq?
Chief Fun Officer Shaquille O'Neal. I'm sorry I couldn't join you guys today, but I hope you all give the Carnival Panorama the Shaq-sized welcome she deserves. Congratulations, Panorama!
Now, we recently that Carnival is now partnering with Pepsi to provide an even greater assortment of beverages to our guests, and I am pleased to say Panorama is the first ship to be serving Pepsi. Welcome to Ann Fink, the president of Pepsi Global Food Service, and the Pepsi team with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. And of course, a very special thank you to the senior officers of Carnival Panorama. Captain Carlo Quirillo, Chief Engineer Nunzio Priolo, and Hotel Director Demir Mercer, along with all of the officers, staff, and crew who have brought this ship to life and will deliver memorable vacation experiences for each of our guests each and every day. So proud of you. They have just completed a 39-day voyage, bringing this ship directly from the shipyard outside of Venice, Italy, to her new home here in Long Beach. Let's give them a big round of applause. I'd also like to acknowledge our shipbuilding partners for many years from Fink and Terry, who built this magnificent ship, Fink and Terry. And from Long Beach, we are pleased to welcome, I don't know if he made it, the Mayor of Long Beach, Robert Garcia, along with many of the other Long Beach and port officials who are here with us. Thank you so much for your support and partnership. And of course, I have to add my own welcome to our Food Network star and longtime Carnival partner, Guy Fieri. Guy's Burger Joint. If you ever went on a Carnival ship that didn't have a Guy Burger Joint, we heard about it. So we solved that problem. They are on every ship. And we are very excited to have opened today the second Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse, serving the real deal, Guy's Real Deal Barbecue, which everybody loves. And speaking of chefs, you've heard us introduce our two new great chefs that we're welcoming to the Carnival Cruise Line family, who will have restaurants on our Mardi Gras ship coming in 2020. Of course, Rudy Soderman, chef and cookbook author, with his Food Faces, playful dishes that we will launch on Rudy's Sea Grill. And of course, world-renowned chef Emeril Lagasse, who will open his... Emeril's Bistro 1396, so stay tuned for Mardi Gras. Now, we thought it was fitting for our Feast of Fun to bring all of these wonderful and talented chefs together, Guy, Rudy, and Emeril, but of course, they join us along with a dedicated team of our onboard and our shipboard corporate chefs who deliver 127 million meals to our guests every year. That's a lot of meals. All of these wonderful culinary talents joined us earlier as we cut the ribbon to officially open our first ever Carnival Kitchen. Let's take a look. What better way to kick off today's Feast of Fun and Carnival Panorama's inaugural celebration than with the ribbon cutting of our brand new culinary space. 1, 2, 3! All right.